Hi, friend Winston here with FindYourFlow.com and Find Your Flow Publishing, and I am so excited to have you here to share with you what is the Author Club. And the Author Club is really an opportunity for you to get tools and resources, the same ones that I've used over the last however many years to publish and produce books, and the book series, the Find Flow book series, as well as books for my other businesses. So for my real estate business, for my music business, and I've been able to publish books for my family, right? Because a lot of people, as they get older, they want to be able to maintain their legacy, pass down the stories from their generations, right? And that's a huge thing. And so for my mother-in-law, my wife's mom, she has an amazing story that I was able to help her publish and bring out to the world, and not just for our family, but for maybe for other families that would be interested in reading it. So that's something that you can do for yourself if you are a do-it-yourselfer type. And so the tools and resources on this page are the same ones I use. And then I'm going to be making small trainings on how to use each one, so you'll be able to find those below on the page. And then if you want help, that's where there's the Author Club community. It's a Facebook group, so go ahead and join that group, and that should be down below as well. And then that way you can get support, you can ask questions, and if you want more support, then you can reach out to me, let me know, and we can figure out what level of support you might need. Okay, so there's kind of this sliding scale, right? If do it yourself with tools and resources that you can find below. Be sure to bookmark this page, save it, so you can come back and use these resources as you build out your own book and maybe series. And then if you want help, you can, there's done with you services, and then the done for you. So if you have no time, but you have money and you want to invest in this is something that you really want to get done, then I can do it for you, me and my team. So those are the different levels. Now, the other exciting thing is the Find Your Flow book series. So the Find Your Flow book series is really about helping people get published very quickly and share their story. So if you feel called to share a story, if you maybe you do a service, and that service is something that and are passionate about and want to share and become an expert in, or you already are an expert and you want to be able to become an authority on that topic, then you have to have a book, right? And so the fastest, easiest way to get published in a book is to be in one of my book series. And I was supposed to have a picture of that here to show you, but hopefully I can show a quick image of some of the books and how I've been able to bring people together to do a book together. So the goal is to publish a book once a month, at least once a month. I want to get to where I'm doing 4 books a month and be able to bring people synergistically together. So let's say you are a hairdresser and you want to be a high-end hairdresser, you want more clients, so you do a book. You do a chapter in one of the upcoming books in the series. And so that's basically, it doesn't have to be, it's not a whole book, it's one chapter. So it's like doing maybe a homework assignment, right? Spend a night and write some stuff out. Or again, if you want help from me, I can help you get that done in a very quick manner, usually just over the phone or a Zoom call, and that way I can help you get that done. And then from there, that gives you some real neat authority. Physical books you can give out to people, you can mail out to people, also in Amazon, published in Amazon, so that way you're searchable in Amazon, which is huge for credibility. So these are really neat things that you can do very quickly and easily when you have the right systems and people in place. So that's what I want to be here for you. This is for you to be able to streamline your processes. Now, there's certain things that you may want to outsource, right? Design work and editing of your book and publishing and promoting, right? There's all these different pieces. So depending on what your strengths and weaknesses are, then try to leverage the things that you can. And then when you hit those roadblocks, that's a good time to tap into the community here and be able to find out who's good at your weaknesses, and maybe you can barter in exchange, or there's different ways to work things out. So that's kind of the idea with the book series. And so that way I can put together, so now let's say, especially if you have non-competing services, let's say we have the hairdresser, we have a plumber, we have a chiropractor, an acupuncturist, right? And feng shui consultant. Okay, well, except maybe the plumber's not the best fit, so we'll take that one out. We'll put that person in another group. But let's say those people are all synergistic, right? So they can each contribute a chapter to the book, and now they each get a full published book that they can be proud of, they can share with other clients. Gives you that professionalism. And if you're not geographically limited, now you are cross promoting each other. Now this is where it gets extra exciting, because people think once they get the book done that they're done and people are just going to buy it, it's going to be amazing. Well, there's millions of books in Amazon, right? So getting the book done is huge. It is awesome. It's a great accomplishment, and you should definitely be proud of yourself if you've ever published a book, or if you're even here still watching this video considering it, because obviously you're pretty serious at this point if you're still here. So that's something that's important, is you get that first one out, get that first chapter, right? This is a great start. You get in a chapter with a few other people, and then the promotion side. Okay, well, now you've got, instead of just you promoting it out in the world, now you've got at least 4 other people who are promoting it out to their list, right? So you've got synergy, you've got more momentum and energy going out together in, in a coordinated effort, which creates more waves, right? Creates more energy and ripple out there. And then on top of that, what I'd really like to do is start to make tiers for promotional aspects. So like, let's say, what other people, it's just another secret that I want to share with you, because a lot of people, when they think of books and they think of authors, they think of like the fat checks that a publisher is going to give them for writing the book. But that very rarely happens. That only happens with people who are usually either already established or already have some kind of following that they can leverage to sell books right off the shelf, right? They already have a list of people willing to buy their book. If you don't have that, then it's very unlikely that a publisher is going to give you any kind of advance. And if they do, it's probably not going to be anything compared to what you could make on the back end if you were doing it yourself. So self-publishing still becomes a very good option for most of us, for a lot of us. And so with the self-publishing, you have to understand, okay, you're also self-promoting, right? It's not just getting the book done and published. That's the first piece. But then you really got to go out there and push it. And even if you are with a major publisher, you're still the one as an author that's responsible for going out there and marketing and publishing and advertising, promoting, your book, okay? So that's another part of this whole process is, well, what do you do to promote something if you have a new book? You want to go on a podcast, you want to go on, podcasts, TV shows, right, or interviews, and go do book signings, go do some kind of live events, right? And tap into a network of people who are doing the same thing, so you can cross promote ideally, not be competitive, but be synergistic. So that is the way that this whole Find Your Flow platform has been built, is to help create that kind of synergy and be able to connect everybody that sees how this could benefit them. So we've got our our hairdresser, acupuncturist, chiropractor team, and they've done their first book together. Now I've already interviewed each of you, because that's how I got the book. You didn't even have to write the book. Did I mention that part? If you don't want to write the book, if you like writing, great, write. If you don't. I interview you for a half hour to an hour for the first book, depending on what you want to do and what we talk about, and that goes, I take care of the rest. I turn that into the book chapter for you. I turn that into, if we do a video, into the video for the .tv show, findyourflow.tv, okay? I turn that into marketing tools. Now, products. This is the other thing. Selling a book on its own is great. It's not where the money's at long term, and it's not where the services are probably, again, right? If you're a chiropractor, hairdresser, etc., you've got a service on the back end that this book is helping you to really show that expertise to. And so that's where the further online marketing really can come in handy. Sales funnels, marketing funnels, right? Online marketing funnels. Well, if you do that, great. If you don't you don't want to waste too much time learning it, right? You ideally want somebody to do it for you. But of course, then you have to pay for that. So again, we have that sliding scale of free, but do it yourself, done with you, where the cost is kind of in the middle, and then at the high end, the done for you. And so depending on where you are on that scale, this platform, Find Your Flow and Find Your Flow Publishing, is really designed to help you say, okay, I'm here now. Maybe down the road I'll be here. That's the goal. But I need to start here, and I can leverage this aspect. And then for folks that are like, hey, I just want to blow this thing out and go big and huge, and I've got a budget. That's not a problem. Boom. Okay, then you can start with it done for you. So that's kind of the way that this is. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you can see the value of how we can start to build this together. And this is really about the community and about people supporting and finding those synergistic points where we can really help each other. So thank you so much for watching this. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you being here and your energy and focus, and that you have some kind of calling, something exciting that you want to share. So if you have questions, please put them in the Find Your Flow author group club there thing. I'm pointing down. I hope that there's some kind of social media thing you can answer and ask questions to. Also, the resources will be down below as well. Again, bookmark the page so you can continue to come back. I'm going to keep adding resources and tools here, and that way I can help you get your book and your message out into the world. And so I appreciate you. Thanks so much, friend. And until next time, my friend, be flowing.